Hey, Skyler, where are you? We just got here for our honeymoon, but you disappeared on me as soon as we landed.
I'm in the hotel room.
The hotel? Why'd you go there already?
Because I saw something on the plane that made my blood boil.
What are you talking about?
How do you explain your ex-girlfriend and her kids being on the same flight as us?
Oh, that? Pure coincidence, I guess. Their family trip just happened to overlap with our honeymoon.
Cut the nonsense. There's no way that's a coincidence. You brought them, didn't you? Be honest.
Jeez, stop nagging. Fine, yeah. I brought them along on our honeymoon. So what?
Of course it's not okay. Who does that? I've never heard of anything so ridiculous.
Come on, it's not like you and I are really in love or anything. It's just a marriage of convenience, right?
What did you just say?
Oh, drop the innocent act. You don't love me, you never did.
That's not true.
It is. You've never even tried to connect with me. We haven't even been intimate once. That's pretty messed up for a married couple, don't you think?
I'm sorry. When you tried, I wasn't feeling well. And besides, I don't have much experience with that. I told you I needed time to prepare myself mentally.
What's that supposed to mean? We're married. If you need to prepare every time, it just proves you don't love me. But whatever. This is like an arranged marriage anyway. We only got married because everyone around us pressured us into it.
That's not true. I didn't marry you because I had to. I've been trying to be serious about our relationship.
Yeah, sure. Keep telling yourself that. But let's be real. You only see me as a cash cow, and I only see you as a housekeeper.
What?
That's the truth, isn't it? Don't worry, I don't plan on loving you either. I've got Alexa after all.
What do you mean?
We're connected on a deeper level. We love each other from the heart. I invited them on this trip because I wanted them to have a good time too. This whole honeymoon thing is just for show anyway, and having kids around makes it more lively, you know?
I didn't want it to be just for show.
Huh, liar. So you'll be the one watching the kids. I'm going to have fun with Alexa.
Me?
Of course. I'm letting you live rent-free in a house I bought with a loan. So it's only fair that you work for me. The person who buys the house is the one who runs the household.
I appreciate that you bought the house, but that's a separate issue.
You're really lucky, you know that? You married a high-earning guy like me and got to live in a big house. The living room is huge with high ceilings, and there's even a theater room. The bathroom has a state-of-the-art jacuzzi. You get to live in luxury every day, just like staying in a hotel. Not everyone can live like that.
I do appreciate it.
No, you don't appreciate me nearly enough. If you hadn't married me, you'd be living a lonely life, probably ending up poor in your old age.
That's not necessarily true.
Unmarried women are bound to end up poor. And honestly, I would have preferred to marry someone like Alexa. She's hot and upbeat. But my parents aren't fond of her, and now I'm stuck with someone who's boring. Honestly, I regret it.
That's awful.
I always wanted to go on a trip abroad with her, but with 5 kids, it's hard to make that happen. Now that we're on our honeymoon, we can watch the kids.
So, I'm just here as the babysitter?
Exactly. You're not likely to have kids anyway, so why not just treat them like they're ours?
That's impossible.
You don't even want to have kids with me, do you?
That's not what I...
It's fine, really. I've got Alexa after all. Besides, traveling with a big group is more fun than just the 2 of us. Now come on out of the room and let's all go sightseeing.
Don't mess with me.
I'm not messing with you. I'm dead serious. We'll come out whenever you feel like it.
I'm not coming out.
Huh, don't act so childish. Whatever, do what you want. We'll just enjoy ourselves without you.
Skyler, I just heard from Walter. You're his wife?
Yes, it's true.
I never imagined things would turn out like this. I honestly thought he was single. I'm really sorry.
It's okay, I didn't tell you I married him either. I did mention I got married, but I didn't send you any pictures because I knew your husband had passed away and I wanted to be considerate. We didn't even have a wedding, so it was impossible for you to know that he was my husband. And I'm guessing you weren't told this trip was a honeymoon, right?
Of course not. If I'd known, I never would have come. And that jerk told me a friend won a free trip, and there were extra spots, so bring the kids and have some fun. He even said the friend was coming along so we wouldn't be alone, and that the friend loves taking care of kids so I can take a break.
I see. So that friend was me.
I'm really sorry. I didn't know he was married, and I thought I was just being invited as a friend. This won't happen again. I'm cutting ties with him for good.
Thank you, Alexa. I'm sorry for dragging you into our marital issues. Your kids are excited about this trip, right?
Yeah, it's their first time flying and going abroad, so they're all thrilled. But now that I know the truth, I can't continue this trip.
It's okay. I want them to have a good time.
Skyler!
Listen, I couldn't really love Walter. We had such a short courtship since it was a setup, and I think we both felt pressured by everyone around us to get married. But still, I wanted to be a real couple with him. I tried to love him, and I hoped this honeymoon would bring us closer and create good memories. But all I learned was that he never even tried to love me.
You should just dump him.
What?
I know it's weird coming from his ex, but he's so self-centered. He puts on a nice face, but inside, he's a total jerk. He looks down on women and acts like he's some big shot.
Sure, he's all smiles and sweet when he's out in public.
But that's just because he wants everyone to like him. At home, he's a completely different person. There was a time when I lived with him for a while, and when I got sick and was bedridden, all he said was, "Where's dinner?" He didn't care about me at all. When I asked him to let me rest a bit, he said housework was a woman's job.
That's awful.
And he always has to be number one. Whenever he did well at work, he bragged nonstop and made me praise him. But when I won an award at work, he got insanely jealous. Instead of congratulating me, he accused me of cheating or using my feminine wiles. And then he started saying women shouldn't even be working at all.
Wow, that's unbelievable.
Right? He's so immature. You don't need to waste your tears on a guy like that.
Alexa.
I know I'm partly to blame for what happened, and I'm really sorry about that. But I also want to help you out. I'm on your side, Skyler.
Yeah, thanks. But what do I do now?
Well, I'm thinking, how about we teach him a lesson?
How?
Skyler, are you still holed up in the hotel room? It's such a waste of our honeymoon.
What honeymoon?
Oh, come on, you're still mad? Lighten up and join us. Alexa and I are having a great time.
So you're not even planning to apologize?
Huh, why should I apologize? You're the one sulking for no reason. I gotta say, I didn't expect you two to be friends. That was a surprise. But seriously, what kind of housekeeper can't even look after kids? Playing with kids is the easiest job in the world.
I'm not a housekeeper.
Same difference, haha.
So that's it. You only see me as a housekeeper, not as your wife. Walter, I admit I didn't love you at first, but I tried to. Unlike you. I can't stay with someone who doesn't even see me as his wife.
You're talking like you ever saw me as your husband. Huh, that's the biggest joke of all. Haha.
Enough. No matter what I say, you won't believe me, will you? So I won't try to love you anymore. After all this humiliation, I can't just stay silent.
Huh? What are you even talking about? You're not making any sense. Is this some kind of grand statement?
Yeah, something like that. I won't let this slide.
Whatever, I couldn't care less. I'm gonna go enjoy the trip. You just stay in your room and sulk. We're gonna take our time, so you take care of the kids. We're heading to the restaurant now.
You take care of the kids.
What?
I'm not playing babysitter.
Ugh, whatever. You're such a hassle. If you don't like it, just go home.
I'm already back in the States.
Huh? Skyler, answer me. Why aren't you picking up my calls? Hey,
What? If you've got something to say, write it here.
what time is the return flight? You just left without telling me anything. I can't plan anything without knowing, so give me the details. Letting you handle the travel plans was a mistake.
The return flight? There isn't one.
What?
We agreed to book the return flight once we were there, but I left early so I didn't make any arrangements for you. You'll have to figure it out yourself.
Are you kidding me? You're just going to leave us stranded?
You can pay for your own ticket, and since you invited Alexa, it's only fair you pay for her too.
Are you telling me to pay after all of that, even though you're just a housekeeper?
A housekeeper, huh? I really was nothing more than that to you. I planned our honeymoon only to have your ex invited along, and I was expected to watch the kids. Now you want me to book the flight home for a trip I didn't even enjoy? That's just ridiculous.
You can't say anything about me when you only see me as a cash cow.
You know, I went on this trip hoping we could get closer. That's why I planned the whole trip and arranged all sorts of surprises. I even booked a cake to celebrate your birthday at a restaurant. But now it's all gone to waste. I thought that by spending some happy time together we might grow closer. I was such a fool to think that.
Surprises? From you?
Yes, even if there was no love at the start, I thought we could build it over time. But it turns out everything was just one-sided on my part. I don't feel like trying anymore. So, this is goodbye.
Don't be ridiculous. You should have told me all this. I'm not a mind reader. How was I supposed to know what you were thinking? You didn't communicate with me either, so you're just as guilty. What are you doing, Skyler?
Just relaxing at home. I took time off for the honeymoon, but since I came back early, I've got some free time.
So you're just sitting around doing nothing? Get back here right now.
No way. Are you going to pay for my flight?
Pay for it yourself.
Then I'm not coming. There's no point in me going back.
Oh, there's a point, all right. I can't handle 5 kids on my own, so you need help.
Excuse me? Didn't you say taking care of kids was an easy job?
That's...
You did say that, didn't you? And you're already complaining, but Alexa's been raising them all by herself. You're giving up after just one day?
Shut up. It's completely different for a mother and a stranger.
Of course it is. But I'm a stranger too, right? Just like you.
They listen to women more. Anyway, I'm exhausted. Alexa took the kids to the hotel pool, and when I went along, they wouldn't stop nagging me to play with them. They were loud, annoying, and driving me crazy. They just kept playing endlessly, and Alexa was too busy with them to even notice me.
Well, that's how it is. Even on a trip, a mom's primary job is still taking care of her kids. No matter what, they come first. That's what a mom's vacation looks like. I told her that since they had to endure a long trip, she should let them have as much fun as possible. So of course, she doesn't have time to focus on you. Now that you get it, make sure they have the best time possible. You dragged them into this, so you need to deal with the consequences.
Ugh, darn it! Don't act all high and mighty, you're just a housekeeper. Help me out!
I won't be your housekeeper much longer, so it doesn't matter what you say.
Hey! Skyler, where are you? I just got back from the trip and all your stuff is gone. Don't tell me you went on a trip by yourself.
I'm not coming back to that house.
What are you talking about? Get back here and take care of the house.
I told you, didn't I? I'm not going to be your housekeeper anymore.
You can't be serious.
Let's get a divorce.
What? Divorce? Don't be so dramatic.
I'm not a housekeeper, and if you want one, you should hire someone. You bought that house, so it's only right that I leave.
Don't mess with me. Who gave you permission to leave?
I don't need permission. I'm divorcing you, and there won't be any division of assets, so keep that in mind.
How dare you talk back to me like that? You're the one who should be paying me.
Oh, yeah?
I paid for the return flight and the hotel you didn't cover. If you're talking about divorce, pay up first.
Why should I? I didn't even take that flight, did I? I never asked you to come back early, and it was you and Alexa who stayed at the hotel. What part of that makes me responsible for paying?
Just pay up. You're the one who planned this trip. You must think of me as nothing but a cash cow to pull something like this. I'm a person and I won't tolerate being treated unfairly.
Why do you even think I see you as such?
Because I make more money than you do. You only married me because I'm a high earner, right?
That's not true. I make more money than you.
What?
I told you before. The reason I agreed to the blind date was because many men were intimidated by my successful career. I've never seen you as a cash cow. No one sees someone who earns less than them that way.
That's impossible.
I thought we were clear about finances, but it seems you just ignored it.
That can't be. There's no way a woman can earn more than a man.
I know you don't want to admit it because it shatters your idea of being superior, but it's the truth. Anyway, let's have a proper discussion this time about money.
This makes no sense. Why should I have to pay you alimony?
Oh, it seems the lawyer has already contacted you.
Don't mess with me. You're the one who asked for the divorce.
The divorce is happening because of your verbal abuse. It's only natural that I request alimony. You called me a housekeeper and said you were connected at the heart with your ex. How could you even say such things?
That's because you were confusing. Not telling me your true feelings, it's the same as deceiving me.
I did tell you how I felt, but you dismissed it as a blatant lie without even listening.
Did I?
You have a convenient memory, forgetting anything that doesn't suit you. It's the same with our intimate life. You never considered my feelings, just kept making advances without asking how I felt. There were times when I wasn't feeling well and I needed time to prepare myself mentally. The lack of experience alone made it frightening. Without your support, how could I possibly accept that? So, are my feelings abnormal?
In any case, I'm not agreeing to a divorce. As your husband, I have to consent and I'm not going to.
Fine. Then it'll go to mediation.
What?
Of course. If neither of us is willing to compromise, that's the next step.
Wait, you need to hear me out.
Why should I listen to someone who never listened to me? There's no point.
Walter, I transferred the payment for the trip. Please check it later.
Got it. But you didn't have to pay. I'm the one who invited you on this trip.
It's fine, just take it.
You're so responsible, you know. I wish Skyler could learn from you.
What happened?
She's been sulking, making a fuss about divorcing and demanding alimony. She didn't even love me, but now she's acting like a real wife, just when it's convenient. Honestly, her hysterics are a real pain.
What are you talking about? She's just doing what's right.
Huh?
You neglected her and were chasing after me. And you didn't even tell me that you were married. There's no reason for her to stay married to a guy like that. I'm kicking you out of my life too.
Wait, why?
You didn't know, did you? She and I have been best friends for years.
What? Seriously?
Yeah, since middle school. We drifted apart a bit after I had kids. I didn't know it at the time, but you made me ruin my best friend's honeymoon. How could you let that happen?
I didn't mean to.
I thought you'd grow out of your selfishness by the time you were an adult. But you're still the same. Only caring about what you want and ignoring everyone else's feelings. Treating your wife like that? Well, what were you thinking? You deserve to be divorced. I don't want my kids around someone like you anymore. So don't ever come near me again.
Wait, Alexa, you can't just break things off like this. Alexa, babe! Alexa, I've been calling you for days, but you're not answering. I've even gone to your house, but you're never there. Where have you been going every day?
I'm not coming back to that house. I moved out.
You did? Where to?
Like I tell you, you stalker.
Oh, come on.
You've been showing up at my house every day. Now you're even hanging around my kids' school. I told you to stop. You were scaring them, but you didn't listen. You come by in the middle of the night, blow up my phone with calls. Ugh, I'm done with it. There's already a restraining order against you.
There's been a misunderstanding. There's something wrong here. I was just trying to explain.
Shut up, stalker. I've had enough. Stay away from us. I've already reported you to the police. Ignoring the restraining order has consequences. Don't ever show your face again. You're disgusting.
Why won't you listen to me? I'm not the one in the wrong here. Stop ignoring me. Hey, Skyler, how about we give it another shot?
Huh? We're in the process of divorce, so no.
The house is a mess without you here. Please, come back.
Why don't you ask Alexa for help? You two are so connected at the heart, right? Isn't it embarrassing to come crying to me just because she dumped you?
How do you know about that?
We're friends, Walter. We talk all the time. In your precious house, I heard it's turned into a complete dump. The neighbors are complaining about the smell and it's becoming a real nuisance.
If you know that, then do something about it.
You bought that house, didn't you? So it's your responsibility to take care of it, not mine.
Shut up. I'm important. I bought a house and got married, so why isn't anyone taking care of me?
Maybe because you're not worth taking care of.
I'm better than you. You couldn't even buy a house. You're just leeching off your parents.
Actually, I bought one myself recently.
No way.
I'm too old to rely on my parents, so I bought a house with my own money. There's a place near my work that I really like. It even has a big yard. It's perfect.
You've got to be kidding. A woman buying a house?
Listen, it's not unusual for a woman to buy a house these days. In fact, I make more money than you. Sure, buying a house is an achievement, and by your logic, I'm important too, right? I mean, I did take out a loan, so it wasn't an all-cash deal. But here's the thing. I don't think I'm superior just because I bought a house. It means having the money to do so, and sure, it's impressive, but it's not a reason to act like you're better than everyone else. Your whole argument is flawed from the start. Now, why don't you live your life alone and stop bothering other people?
Ugh, my life is over. I took out a loan to buy that house, and now it's all gone in an instant.
I saw the news. The fire started from the trash in the house, didn't it? It was completely destroyed. It's a miracle the fire didn't spread to the neighbors. But you've lost everything.
Darn it. What am I supposed to do now?
You've got the mortgage and alimony. All you have left is debt. It's pitiful, but when you're with someone, you only bring them misery. So, it's better if you live alone.
No, Skyler, please stay with me.
I can't, because I don't think I could ever love you.
No, please, don't leave me alone.
And so, having lost everything, Walter started making mistakes at work, eventually causing a major blunder that led to his demotion. With alimony payments to me, a mortgage still hanging over his head, and now a reduced income, his life has become incredibly difficult. Meanwhile, I'm enjoying my new single life, happily settled in the house I bought. The spacious yard is perfect for hosting Alexa and her kids every now and then for barbecues or badminton games. After being pressured into marrying a man like Walter, only to see it all fall apart, I've decided that I won't let other people's opinions or societal expectations dictate my life anymore. Ultimately, living a life that I'm truly satisfied with is what matters most. Thank you for watching. Please rate the video and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video.